This video is brought to you by Iona, North America's premier charging network. With unmatched commitment to elevating the customer experience, Iona is opening America's roads to all EVs, giving drivers the coverage they need, the reliability they deserve, and the amenities they crave. Hey guys, welcome to another Out of Spec Reviews video. You join me in a Rivian, but it is not my Rivian. Some of you may know that my main daily driver is a 2022 Rivian R1T quad motor. It's a launch edition truck. It's one of the early ones, and I've truly loved it. I've always said it's the best thing I've ever spent money on. However, I just recently crossed 60,000 miles with the truck, and I made a video explaining all of the service needed to get us to that point, and I'll leave that linked below. And just about 2 weeks ago now, Scott, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, the truck threw some major fault codes. And for the first time I've ever seen it on this truck, it said electric motor failure, and it actually wouldn't even go into gear, and it bricked the truck. And in this video, we're going to tell you what's happened. That's happened 3 times, and what the current status is as far as the repair goes. Because I would say more than anything, I'm a little bit, not necessarily annoyed, but concerned that it's been at service for almost 2 weeks with no update as to what could be wrong with it. So here's a video explaining what's going on with my Rivian R1T, and I'm driving Scott's Rivian R1S at the moment. This is a Generation 2 vehicle. This one's brand new, only has a couple thousand miles on it. It's been wonderful, other than a few service issues. Oh gosh.
A few more than a few, but we love it anyways.
Things are not going well with Rivians over here. So we're getting into what the heck happened to my Rivian R1T. Well guys, I really wanted to have my truck there to explain everything that's been happening with it and show you some of the issues, but thankfully we have some recordings of the times that it's faulted. And actually Scott's been driving my Rivian for a little while to keep the miles off of her R1S.
Yeah, and it drives better.
The R1T does drive
It's better. Just better overall, but that's fine.
Yeah, but the R1S is great. We've been loving it, and we're about to use it in a big series coming up, going to Moab, and so stay tuned for videos on this versus the electric Mercedes G-Class against the Hummer EV. We're going off-roading tomorrow. We're actually leaving for that. That'll be great. So we've got to charge this up, put some all-terrains on it, and go send it off-road. That'll be really, really fun. My Gen 1 Rivian is now just about 3.5 years old, maybe a little bit, just over 3 years old, and 60,000 miles. And to be fair, I've used the truck, I would say, as intended. It's been off-roaded, it's been on track, it's been daily driven, and road tripped. And I would say 99% of the time, I'm doing driving like this, just driving around the northern Colorado area, very gently cruising. But, you know, my truck's had its fair share of use and abuse. I always drive my vehicles for their intended use case, which is having fun with them. And my Rivian's been unbelievably solid, except for a repeated problem, which has been the half shafts tick a lot. Now, have you ever heard my truck do that?
I don't know what a half shaft is. Can you please explain?
Yeah, it's the component that connects the output shaft of the electric motor to the hub of the wheel, basically. It's what makes it spin.
And when would I hear that? I'm thinking I might have.
Yeah, you've driven my truck mostly after it's been fixed recently. But it's this ticking noise when you go from acceleration to regen.
No, I haven't heard that.
Yeah, and it just kept coming back up and coming back up. It's been in for a bunch of half shafts. But that's never caused a motor fault. And just recently, Rivian went through and replaced, I think, all of the half shafts and even some of the hubs to try to get the noise to go away completely. So it's been in for that, and I'm pretty sure this is an unrelated issue. Scott, you got in my Rivian the other day. I guess you're at the grocery store or something the first time it happened, right?
Yes, I got it in, and we can put in some clips of that here.
Yeah, let's insert the clip, the first clip of when it happened to you.
Okay, I feel like this is not my week. I went to Whole Foods to grab some groceries this morning, just ran out of the house, and I just got a warning, and I can't pull it up, but it said motor failure, drive cautiously, service immediately. So I'm going to drive it because I called Timon, because Kyle and Colton are in the air right now, so they aren't getting my messages, but Timon said if it drives fine, it should be okay. I'm nervous. and unsure what to do because I'm in between where I live and my horse barn, and nothing is close. All right, cool. I just tried to shift it into reverse, and I can't. This is not good, and I am going to call Timon back because I don't know what to do. Why does this only happen to me? So the only thing that I can think to do right now, because I can't get a hold of Kyle, I can't get a hold of Colton, I don't want to call Rivian prematurely, but I am like 38 minutes from the service center, so that could be a reality. But thankfully I'm like parked in a parking spot, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I'm gonna try to hard reset it, which I know is this and this. And I keep holding it. Vehicle's restarting soon. I'm not entirely sure this will work. Oh my God. Okay, it's restarting, but it won't let me turn off the freaking hazards, so who knows. It's restarting. It's at 26%. Why can't I? There we go. All right. So we're sitting at 36% of restart. And I don't know what to do in this scenario. This woman's mad at me. %, restarting. Okay, well, at least it's restarting. Okay, let's go. Of course, this happens the same week that I get in an accident with this car, and the same week. Oh my God, it's like freaking out. I don't know what's going on. There we go. I was able to turn off the hazards. All right, well, the AC's coming back on. Woo, woo, get it. Ugh. I did get some vegan vanilla cupcakes from Whole Foods. Let me tell you, not nearly as good as a regular cupcake from Whole Foods. I can tell you that much. All right, press brake to start. Okay. If that's ready. The screens are coming back on. I'll show you. It's ready. Screens are coming back on. All right. Hopefully, it was just a weird glitch. I think it did a software update last night, so that could be it. Let's see. Can we go into reverse? Let's go. I solved the problem. Okay, we are so good. I reset it, and we're on the road again. I'm going to take it back to the house and have it sit. Kyle gets in tomorrow, so I can talk to him about it. And yeah, sweet.
So that was the first time that the motor fault happened to you. I think you reset the truck, right?
Yeah, because I knew how to hard reset it from an issue I had with Mercedes chargers with my Rivian.
This one, yeah. Mm-hmm. There was a little bug for a period of time where Gen 2 Rivians wouldn't actually charge on Mercedes Alpitronic chargers.
And it kept bricking my car.
Right, it would actually brick the entire car from charging. It was unbelievable, but it would set the Rivian in some very odd fault state, and then you couldn't charge it any other charger.
Right, correct.
Which was insane without a hard reset. Now that actually had been fixed very quickly.
Yes.
We're friends with the guys who run the Mercedes network, and they're like, oh, it's our weird certificate, and we're going to change it on the back end. And they got in contact with Rivian, Lucid, and Rivian said, we'll fix it, send a fix in the next software update. And we were going to make a whole video about that.
I did make a whole video. I spent an entire Saturday. I want the viewers to know that.
It's just so convoluted, all the steps,
know.
because it was like, we talked to this guy, then we learned something else. Anyway, why did we even get on that topic? But that's how you knew how to hard
That's
reset.
how I knew how to hard reset. And I couldn't get a hold of you, and I couldn't get a hold of Timon either.
Okay.
So, or no, I don't know, Colton, whoever. But yeah, you hold the hazard and the leftmost wheel thing.
And then the truck will restart itself, basically.
Correct.
Restarts all the modules, which is, kind of what you need.
Yep.
So you did that, and it brought the truck back to life, and all was good.
Yes.
And we were like, that's a weird fluke.
Yeah.
Whatever. No big deal.
Yep.
Stuff happens. Glitch. Whatever.
Weird, strange.
But then it happened the next day.
Yep. After it had sat all night, and then I went to the gym. So I was able to drive it first thing in the morning, and then I went to the gym for like an hour, and then it happened again, and I recorded videos then too.
Let's insert those.
Okay, I just left the gym and I went to start Kyle's Rivian again. This is the following day. It is the following morning. And I got a notification that something happened, but I couldn't read it in time. I think it said motor failure. I think it's the same one. But I know that I can go here. I'm shaking because I was at the gym. Motor fault detected, drive with caution and service immediately. Yeah, so let's try to put this into reverse, but we'll see. I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, yeah, can't put it in reverse, can't put it in drive. So my next step is gonna be to hard reset it. So give me one moment. I'm going to hard reset it by holding the hazard button and this guy. Oh no, I don't want copyright. No, la 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 la. Restarting. Great, incredible, amazing. Just what I want on a Sunday morning. Okay. Oh, this happened to me yesterday. Okay, well, it's still at 20%. So I'm definitely gonna take this home. My gym's very close to my house. Oh, there it goes. It cut power and it's at 36% of restarting. I don't know why this car hates me so much this week, but we're gonna find out. So stand by while this restarts. How are you guys doing? What's up? Okay, so I'll show you guys the screen because I did not have the wherewithal to do that yesterday. Yeah. Just takes a while. So press brake to start. All right. And it can be pretty glitchy at first. Okay, well, let's see. Can we put it into reverse? Yes, we can. What the heck is going on? For it to happen once, like, okay, maybe it's a glitch, but for it to happen twice now, I'm wondering if something happened to the truck. But I know I haven't done anything to it, so. And I did record the diagnostics. So you can capture vehicle diagnostics by holding your name down on the main screen, and it'll capture that log. So when you take it into service, they can, I don't know, debug it. I don't know what I would say about that, but very good suggestion. If you didn't know that and you're like panicking, you don't know what's happening with your car, just hold your name down so that way you can tell somebody via data. Yeah. Okay.
Welcome here to the mountains of Colorado, where my R1T has been with Scott for the last month, 2 weeks,
Couple weeks.
She's been driving it because Colton's been working on your R1S for a whole series on the Out of Spec detailing channel.
Yeah.
And some things have happened to this truck that we'll document in other videos. Someone bumped into it. We've got some other, not good. We've got some other stuff. Now, the bump was fairly light, right?
Yes.
And head to Out of Spec Bits to hear all about the car wash rear-ending incident. And I'll show everyone the damage to that. This has not been a good 2 weeks, Scott.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I mean, this isn't your fault. Running it through a car wash, I'm giving you shit for that. I don't know why you would ever run one of our cars through a brush car wash.
I thought it was okay if it had a wrap on it.
Yeah, but it still can spider web the wrap, and Colton dialed it in before, and
Well, it was filthy, but I'm not going to do that again.
Yeah.
Especially after this experience.
It's sort of a one and done after Colton's recent video. That's okay. That's all the shit I'm giving you for it. The accident was not your fault.
Correct.
You just happen to be in a bad place that you shouldn't have been. Anyway, the tailgate honestly doesn't look that bad, Scott.
Well, you're missing your V.
Yeah, the V is gone. I've got to call up Abstract Ocean, who sent me these black Rivian badges. I really just need the V badge. In all honesty, this was already cracked.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wait, I didn't know that. Okay, but then your license plate got bent.
Yes. So the F-150 that hit you pushed in the rear a little bit, but it's not that big of a hit. I mean, if I can get my phone key to work, tailgate opens and closes perfectly. Like, this is not too bad. It's also why normally I keep a trailer hitch in my vehicles. So you can pierce whoever's an idiot behind you.
Yeah.
So love that, but we didn't have a trailer hitch in there.
Nope.
That's all good. And it honestly could have done some chassis damage rather than tailgate damage, so it may have actually worked out better.
Okay.
This, I believe, is completely unrelated to the motors having a fault, but it is worth noting this started happening right after the kit, right?
It did, but it also started happening after the software update.
Oh, but no one else with Rivians has been complaining about this.
No, I don't think
I've
so.
seen. So I can't imagine it's software linked.
Okay.
I can't imagine it was a bit of a jolt, but I can't imagine that would cause the truck to become inoperable.
No, I don't think it was that hard of a hit.
Right. So now we've got another issue, which is a dire motor fault problem. I'll show everyone what it looks like here, because let's show everyone what's happening.
Okay.
Then we'll go through how it pops up. Feel free to hop in there, Scott, so you can give everyone the point of view when you turn the truck on.
Well, it's already...
So it's off right now. So hit the brake. That'll turn on. Yep. And then you can see we've got this motor with an exclamation mark and motor fault detected pops up. Yeah. Drive with caution and service immediately. That indicates you should be able to drive, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is what I thought.
So put it in gear. It won't go into gear. I tried everything. I held it in the neutral position. I held it to drive. Oh. Something just happened, but it didn't come out of park.
Driver assistance features unavailable.
Okay.
Is it trying to unlock the gear?
No, that's someone back there doing something else.
What?
Yeah, so now put it in gear. See if it can go into reverse. Yeah, so it cleared itself, which is very good.
Okay.
So let's put it back into park.
Okay.
And I also want to say the driver assistance warnings are interesting to me.
Yeah, I haven't seen that so far.
We've done our first modification to this Rivian, which is that right there.
I love that guy.
A Comma AI.
Yes.
Which is just powering on right now. And the faults have cleared. So we can actually get into gear, right?
Yes. And it shouldn't happen again, in theory.
Until when? The next big drive cycle starts?
Until the next day, yeah. So, I left it for 6 hours and it didn't do anything.
And it was fine? Mm-hmm. Okay. But if you let it go to a deep sleep and wake it up,
then it has the issue.
Then it goes motor fault detected.
Yes, but it was letting me turn it on and drive. And then when I would park somewhere, it happened to me at Whole Foods and it happened to me at the gym. So I was able to turn it on just fine and drive away.
With the fault?
Without the fault. It didn't show up. It went away. See, it's gone. It's not like it stays.
I know, but you didn't hard reset it.
Right.
Now. Well, you did earlier, right?
Yes. I had twice.
All
yes.
right. I'm already confused. So it is now about a week and a half later. It's currently Sunday evening. I believe we dropped it off Wednesday, 2 weeks ago at the Denver Service Center.
Yes.
To be fair, Rivian took the vehicle in quickly.
Yeah, because it was a very serious
because
fault.
That truck doesn't work.
Yeah.
And I had them do a couple other things. You had lost the key fob for it.
And we got a new windshield.
And my windshield was cracked. So I was like, let's get a new key fob program. That
was the thing. I had made the appointment ahead of time because I was mortified.
Oh, that's right. You already had an appointment.
Yes, because I lost your key when I went on a hike. And so that's why we were able to get it.
Right. It was supposed to be a quick appointment.
It was an express appointment. If you ever have something under 2 hours, you can request that.
Okay. So it went in for that.
Yeah.
But then we're like, this is going to be a little longer than express. But I was like, it's there. So just
please help.
Let us know when it's fixed, basically. And we love working with Ronan over there. He's our service advisor.
Oh my gosh, he's the best.
Ronan is the best. He actually was one of the first ever mobile technicians to come and work on my truck. And now he's like our service guy.
Yeah.
He's awesome. Love Ronan. So the people are really, really good there. And they're very good at keeping us updated as to what's going on.
Yeah.
So we dropped it off, and then basically every day I've kind of heard from Ronan, every other day, whatever. And the answer has been, we don't know what is going on.
Yeah, that's what you're hearing every day is we're unsure.
So it's like, I know they're trying to work on it. They flew in some field service engineers, and they still didn't know what was going on.
But we should talk about the behavior that it is doing, because your truck is not doing something.
Right. So the only indication to us that there was a fault was the motor fault issue, where it wouldn't go into gear. However, Ronan told me that the vehicle is not going to sleep at all. He's like, this thing just wants to stay awake forever, which I haven't noticed any weird phantom drain. I did occasionally notice over the last few weeks, I guess I've been in North Carolina a lot, but I have seen the truck kind of flicker the taillights every once in a while.
Well, and the climate was turning on, and you kept asking me, are you turning the climate on?
Right.
And
actually,
I wasn't.
Alyssa has live notifications on her phone with the truck, and it would show every time the climate got turned on in my R1T, and I'm like, maybe I thought it was you, like setting it, thinking it was this car. I certainly wasn't doing it.
No.
Rivian Roamer was hooked up, so I thought maybe Rivian Roamer polling data, which is something I really recommend every Rivian owner to put on their vehicle. I've done it with our new R1S LFP that we have. I have yours hooked up. I have Drew's hooked up. I have mine hooked up. And it's great. It just logs all the data. And I called up Chad, who runs Rivian Roamer. I'm like, dude, is there any way that this is preventing my truck from going to sleep? Because I want to be as transparent as possible with Ronan and the service technician.
Absolutely.
To say, okay, maybe we did something to mess the truck up. And he said, no, absolutely not. It just pulls the app data, but it doesn't keep the truck open and waking. It'll just start transmitting when the truck's alive.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, cool. Sounds good. I mean, I guess anything's a possibility, but no other Rivian Roamer customer has been complaining about this. And we don't see that behavior on any of our other Rivians. And Drew's truck is a Gen 1 R1T, same as mine.
Yeah.
So should be fine. So Ronan was like, okay, don't know what's going on. Field service engineers are there. They keep updating us. They're like, it won't go to sleep. They think that might have something to do with the motor faults. They can see in the logs where it happened.
And I captured the logs.
Right. So actually, maybe you can show everyone how to do that here.
Yeah.
So if you have ever an issue with a Rivian, you push and hold down on your name there, the account name, and it logs, it takes a snapshot of the vehicle situation and then uploads it to Rivian.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about on this one, Rivian. It's all good. We're on no state of charge, but it's normal for us.
Breaks down immediately.
Explosion.
So they could see it in the logs, and then...
But there's another thing we haven't mentioned, which is the Comma AI.
My most favorite thing ever.
So we put in an aftermarket driver assistance system that plugs into our driver assistance ECU, which is in the footwell in the passenger side of my Rivian. We've done videos with it, we've shown it, we've been transparent about it, and of course that was the first thing I told Ronan was like, hey, we have a motor fault. This truck is completely stock except for the Comma AI, which I can't imagine the Comma AI would affect the motors.
Well, and it's important to note that the Comma AI has been on your truck since June.
It's been on there for a while with no issues.
Right.
And also, when I get in the truck, the Comma's off, it powers up. Like everything seems to be normal. That's the only thing that isn't factory completely stock on my Rivian.
Right.
And, they've been playing around with it. They've been unplugging it. They've been plugging it back in, which it's also not totally their job to deal with fixing aftermarket problems to vehicles. No. But they're like, let's just play around with it. And so they've unplugged it. They've plugged it back in. I don't think it's helped them see any difference. But of course, that's the real question is it an actual motor fault on my truck? Which I don't think it would be, because the truck drives fine. All four motors produce power. It drives completely normally. Like, the components work.
Nothing feels wrong.
No, truck makes full power.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's actually a motor fault. Is it a software or some sort of glitch that's not allowing it to sleep, which then freaks out the motors because they're awake? That's a real possibility, is what it sounds like. Or is it something to do with the Comma AI messing up something, because everything's interconnected with all these ECUs?
Yep.
That's not allowing the truck to go into gear and faulting it out. To also be fair, I've not heard from any other Rivian owner with Comma AI that there's a hint of a problem like this.
No, and I did a pretty deep dive on the forums to see if any Comma AI had caused this in any other vehicle, and it hadn't.
Right. So, I mean, again, we don't know for sure at the moment, but I'm thinking there's something going on with the truck that's preventing it from sleeping. That's a for sure confirmed problem that we didn't know about.
Mm-hmm.
And is that related to the motor faults, which are intermittent, that happen on startup after a deep sleep or at least a park cycle, from what we can tell?
Yeah.
And we just have no answers. So I wanted to update everyone on this. I think it's fair to our viewers to know what's going on. I'm here in Colorado for a while and no one's seen my truck. And I haven't seen my truck.
I miss it.
Yeah, I love my truck. And, you know, that's just my favorite vehicle that I have. So it's a real bummer. To also be fair, Rivian offered us a rental car, which was really nice.
They were super nice. They also tried to get us just a demo.
Yeah, a loaner.
Thank you, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have any R1Ts, and we've already got your R1S.
And we have about a bajillion other cars at the hub,
Yeah,
so
we were like,
we
save
don't
that
need
for
that.
someone else. Usually, I always recommend taking the loaner, though.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, because it kind of forces them to go faster. Because they're like, oh, we need to get that back.
Oh, but we don't. For us, this is not a time thing.
Right, I was back in North Carolina. I figured, hey, if you need it a week, that sounds like a long time. But here we are rolling up 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
with no progress.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this week Rivian can figure out what the heck is wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of warranty,
Big fat bummer.
but the drive units are still under warranty.
Oh, what's a drive unit?
So a powertrain warranty, my battery and motors are
Oh, I've
under-
heard that on the commercials.
Yeah, it's like 8 years.
Powertrain limited warranty, 100,000 miles.
Yeah, so this is... You haven't heard that on Rivian commercials.
No, I've just heard that on like Ford commercials and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Yeah, so it's got battery and drive unit warranty for another 75,000 miles or whatever.
Okay, good.
So that's good. However, I don't know if this is going to fall under that if it turns out to be a bug that's preventing it from sleeping.
I don't know.
So I don't know how much it's going to cost. It seems like they're spending a lot of time trying to diagnose it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking that this is going to be a real fat bill.
Sounds expensive.
Especially if they find it's the Comma AI. Then they're going to be like, oh, we're not covering anything.
I'm going to be distraught if it's the Comma AI.
I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
You never know.
But we're not Rivian fixer-uppers.
Right. The truck's with them. The experts will tell us what's wrong, and then we will get it back. We'll make an update video for everyone. And I really miss my truck. It's kind of sad, but how crazy is it that my Cybertruck went in for failed motors?
Oh, yeah.
And now my Rivian's gone in for failed motors. It's too late to lemon my Rivian, but it's going to be there for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, so really kind of sad. Not that I would want to actually lemon my Rivian. I want that.
You want to keep it forever. As you said, it's the best money you've ever spent.
Yeah, like even if Rivian's like, oh, we can't fix your truck.
We're
Here's a
gonna
brand
fix
new
it.
quad motor. I'd still be like, please fix my truck. I like my Gen 1.
Wow.
I love that
I mean,
truck.
I do love that. That's why I got this, because I loved it so much.
Right. And this has gotten even a lot better. And it drives... Oh, back to... Let's talk about this really quick. Just because we made an update of like some issues with your R1S.
Oh, I think we should talk about that, but okay.
This will be a full video.
Okay.
But just to answer the viewers who've stuck along this far. Your R1S drives like crap.
Drives like shit.
On the factory 22-inch wheels and tires.
Which are the Pirelli Scorpions.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different Scorpions, but it's the
Okay,
OE
wow.
22-inch Aero wheel and
Yeah.
tire. We put it on all-terrains, the Pirelli all-terrain tires.
Incredible.
Perfect.
1,000 out of 10.
And Rivian agreed it drove like crap too, because they started replacing suspension components. They did like the entire front suspension and some other stuff. Didn't really. It made it maybe a bit better.
Significantly better.
So maybe there was something there.
There was something there, but the difference with the different tires is like...
I think there's a manufacturing defect with one or multiple of your tires on this car because it's so all over the place. We put the all-terrains on it and it's fine. And by the way, we've driven many other Rivians on these tires. My truck had them with no issue.
Yeah.
So,
but we're going to do another video on that because we should talk about...
Yeah, but we put the all-terrains on this thing. We were like, what? This is great.
I know. I called you immediately. I was like, it drives amazing.
Yeah, it's very weird. So, with all that said, we are gotta go charge this thing. We're at 7% state of charge. And thanks for watching. That's the update on my Rivian, which is kind of a bummer. I did tell them, in all fairness, like, take your time because I'm gonna be in North Carolina.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was gonna be like a couple weeks later thing. Which is fine. Like, I'd rather them just have it and figure it out.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll get it back when we get it back. But I thought it was only fair to make the video showing the problems, because this is exactly what we did when we had the Cybertruck. Which was, Cybertruck's broken, Cybertruck went in for service, here's what's wrong, and then Cybertruck
dead. Cybertruck
getting bought back. And in this case, hopefully it's Rivian's dead, and we'll update you when it's fixed.
Yes.
So thanks for following along in our car ownership journey. This is part of the reason we do this channel, is buying some of the hottest electric cars that you guys are interested in and doing long-term ownership updates, and ultimately holding the companies and the engineering teams at those companies accountable for building high quality, durable, long-lasting products.
Yes.
Which is all I care about, and why I should probably buy a G-Class.
Ew, don't start on that.
G580 with EQ technology.
Is that it?
That's it. That's how we end the video.